Okay, so it's maths time again, and we're going to continue our work on reading and interpreting timetables, and we're going to move on from our fluency, and we're now going to have a look at some problems and some reasoning problems. So let's have a look at these examples before you tackle the worksheets. So as always with a table, I have to look at it, make sure I understand exactly what information it's giving me. So it shows the number of minutes spent on different activities by 5 children in a year. So I can see the names of the children down here, the activities across the top, and this is how many minutes they spent doing it over the course of the year. And my first question here, and the first type of question you're going to come across, is very open, because it simply says create 3 questions about the data. Make sure you include the answers. So I can be very flexible here. I can do what I want. I can ask any 3 questions of this data. So it might be a question like, well, how many minutes did Jean spend doing all of her activities? In which case I would have to add up all of these 3 numbers and I would write the answer. I could say, how much time was spent eating by all 5 girls? Well, here's the eating column, so I would add up all of these numbers here, remembering if I have a decimal, the decimal points must be lined up. Now you might be thinking, well, some of the numbers don't have decimals. Well, that's very easy. They're whole numbers, so they have 0.0 on the end. And then I can line the decimal points up. What other questions could I have? I could say, if I want to challenge myself, how many more minutes sleeping did Afifa have than Haley? Well, I would look at Afifa's sleeping minutes and then subtract Haley's and see how many more minutes. Okay, so I can create any questions I want looking at this particular chart. So you have to create 3 questions on your sheet. Let's have a look at something else. Okay, this next one. This table shows the highest maximum speeds in kilometers per hour recorded over 3 races. And here we've got the racers, Susie Whiz, Flash Jono and Carla Quickstick. And they're the 3 racers, and here are the times recorded. Here's my statement. In race 2, so I'm looking at this column here, the lowest maximum speed was 215.4 kilometers an hour. Do you agree? Explain your answer. Well, I'm looking at race 2, so I look down here. The lowest, well, no, that is clearly the highest. So, do I agree? No, I don't agree, so I write no, but this is the important bit. Explain your answer. And what I'm going to write here is 215.4 kilometers per hour, I'm writing that correctly, is the highest speed. The lowest is, and it's this one here, it's Carla Quickstick. The lowest is 120.4 kilometers an hour. So that is my full explanation. So I know I've done that correctly. Okay, let's have a look at a different one. Now, Kira has recorded the number of vehicles crossing a bridge over 3 weeks. So here I've got the weeks, and I've got the type of vehicles that cross, cars, bikes and lorries. And she says that week 1 had the most traffic. Do you agree with Kira, and why? Well, we've got to do some calculating here to see if she is correct. Week 1 had the most. Well, let's add them up and see. So if I add these together, that one is 19. That one is 21. That one is 10. That one is 5. Then we've got 4 and we've got 3. So that one is week 1. Let's have a look at week 2. You could actually pause this video and calculate these yourselves and then play it again and see if your answers match mine, and see if you can answer the question, is Kira right and why? So that's week 2 and week 3. And that's week 3. Just going to separate my hundreds from my thousands from my hundreds, tens and ones. Week 1 had the most traffic, said Kira. Is she right? Yes, she is correct. And there is my calculation. That is my explanation to prove it. Okay, those are the 3 types of questions you're going to come across on these reasoning sheets and word problem sheets. So again, have a go. They start off very easy and they get harder as they go along. So do the ones that you feel most confident with.